Nice picture of the spoon.
Pardon me?
Nice picture of the spoon. Okay.
Where is my... Black coffee, water.
Everything.
Yeah.
You okay, Toby?
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing guitar tonight.
What? Yeah, just air guitar.
Oh,
Just air guitar. Hi.
Hey,
Wir sind Tobias.
Olli ist klar. Ihr kennt
Hallo, grüß dich.
Hallo, du kennst ihn noch, ne?
Ja?
Ja, genau. Nee? Nee?
Nee.
Achso, ich dachte.
Nee, das ist mein dritter Auftritt mit ANS.
Okay.
Kann mich gar noch nicht kennen.
Olli sagt,
Olli,
das
grüß dich.
Radio als
Hallo.
S2.
Ah,
Hi.
jetzt. Okay.
Dangerous Muppet Boy Drummer.
Ja. Types of ways I wear my t-shirt, my animal t-shirt.
Ha!
So,
Yeah.
I think you should,
Okay.
Toby.
Most important sheet of paper, my questions.
That's typical. It's been as quiet as a church in here. And then as soon as the
5
interview
minutes ago.
starts, like, ah!
Yes, yeah.
Everybody starts going crazy.
Every time the same.
Kannst du da einmal gucken, wenn ich dann gleich hier sitze, ob man mich hier auch sieht?
Ja, ich kann dir die Taschenlampe vorstellen. Okay, Olli, ist das zoom-technisch alles gut so? Oder
Ja,
muss ich
weiter weg geht nicht.
Echt nicht?
Down to you, bitte.
Einfach starten?
Ist schon.
Oh, sorry.
Gut, ja, ist ja nicht live. Questions here. Let's try.
Look at me, I'm Roy. Thank you.
Who's Roy?
Siegfried. Siegfried and Roy.
Achso,
Sag
ein
einfach.
Siegfried.
Yeah. He always said, look at me, I'm Roy.
Okay.
Should I come to show?
No problem. Quite good quality.
Yeah. Yeah?
Micro gain on high. Better is not.
Yeah.
Which recorder is this? Is this the one?
Eddie Roll.
Looks very nice.
Eddie Roll R09.
Yes.
€350. Brilliant sound quality.
Yeah, for recording everything.
Everything. You can
Yeah.
sit around with the band,
Yeah.
playing, jamming, put it into the machine,
Stereo mic, everything you
and
want.
press it on CD.
Who makes it? Eddie Roll.
Yeah.
Eddie Roll.
Roland.
Oh, it is the Roland one.
Yeah, originally Roland. Now
Because they
Eddie
did that
Roll.
R4 or R4, was that the other model? Or? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
no,
just-
R9.
Is this one that
R09.
you can use video for and sound?
On,
This is only sound.
yeah, only so.
Okay.
It records on SD card, everything you want, MP3, stereo, wave.
R9.
Yeah,
Eddie Roll R9, remember?
R09.
R09.
09.
Okay. Perhaps you forget
Up
it when you
to
leave.
I think 4 gigabyte SD card.
Wow. Have you seen this groovy recording thing here? Look at that. It's nice, isn't it?
It's something like we wanted to buy, but
Yeah.
this is a bit more.
Fancy schmancy.
You have a
It
rehearsal.
isn't very stylish. It looks more like a shaving.
Oh, maybe it doubles
Yeah.
as that. Oh, maybe it can do that too.
And you have a rehearsal function on it. It's great.
A little speaker inside. You can plug a microphone into it.
Great. I think I have to go and buy one
Yeah.
right now. The shop's
Yeah.
closed.
SD card.
Do you want to buy this? For 400 euros. No.
It's just for
Special price.
Like this blue thing. It was the one with the video too, huh? There was two options.
Yeah, and it's a bit, it's especially used for
It was
the
Roland.
music.
Roland too, huh? Wasn't it Roland?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'll find it.
anyway. Gadgets and technology.
Okay, I'll let you go into the car.
Always funny.
Thank you.
Well, it's closed or open?
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. Close the door. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
You remember that we made an interview 1 year ago in Kiel?
It was in Kiel, not here.
Not here. No, I've never been here before.
Oh, okay. I know we made an interview before, but I thought it was here. Oh,
Okay, it's now a new radio station.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Radio 112. As you may know, 112 is the emergency number.
Yeah, yeah. In
All
Germany.
around Europe, all around
Oh,
Europe.
it's all of Europe now.
Yeah.
Does that include bits of Europe that don't think they're Europe, like England?
Maybe England is something special.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Anyway.
But Of course, in Germany it's the official
Yeah.
number, and especially for the fire station. So we are
Yeah.
Germany's biggest fire station radio for all firemen.
Okay.
Or whatever.
The hunky fireman.
Yeah.
The nude fireman calendar. Anyway.
Yeah, he's the one on the new calendar. He was on the front page.
Of course.
Or was it the backward page? I don't know. Okay, let's start.
Okay.
Okay. Just here. Hello, Anne. We've met about 1 year ago. What has changed in this last year, especially the line-up of the band? What were the results of you from the last year?
Well, I think you know something I don't already. Huh?
I don't know anything.
No, well, as you may have noticed already, there's been a few changes with the line-up. Rainer and Nico left, which was inevitable really, because they have their own projects, so which is really taking off. And yeah, I always work with musicians who are always doing other things, so it was perfectly inevitable in a way that they'd leave. And at first it was, of course, it's a bit like losing good friends or something, but yeah, everything changes and moves on, and now I have 2 new members in the band. Tobias Haas on drums and Steve Schroeder on the keyboards, and yeah, of course at first it's a bit jumping into the unknown and a bit daunting, and is it going to work, isn't it going to work? And from the few concerts, or the 2 concerts we've done already, the public seem to like it very much, so I'm very happy with them.
So no big problems.
No, I mean there's always big problems when you're preparing a tour, right? It always takes a lot of preparation and a lot of angst, I think the word is. Angst. Yeah, but I'm very happy now with the way things are.
The tour is lasting very long now. Do you know when it will be finished? Will it ever be finished?
Oh,
it seems very long for
well,
me now.
it's not very long. I mean, it's split over different periods. I mean, I'm touring now until the 1st of August, and then there's a big break until November, the end of November, I think, or middle of November, and then we tour again. So it's just a weird kind of job, right? I mean, a lot of people go to work Monday to Friday and with the weekends off, and we kind of work 6 weeks full on and then lots of time off, and it's just a different way of working. Huh?
And how do you use the spare time in between the concerts? Working on new material or more leisure?
More leisure isn't what this is leisure. Huh? Do you want to, so people think.
It looks like.
No, it's a mixture. Huh? I mean, a mixture of things. To be honest, I often wonder how people who have a regular job, who work Monday to Friday, 9 till whenever, I don't know how they manage to do everything in their life, because even when I'm at home, maybe for days on end, there is so much to take care of just in everyday life. Huh? And of course, nothing is simple anymore. Even paying your bills, you have to sit on the phone for 10 hours, press this button, that button, talk to different people.
Oh, and
See you later, huh?
in November.
I hope so.
Bye bye.
Big kiss, huh? See you in Göttingen. Ciao. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. It's not live.
No, that's true.
We can cut it out.
So I think, I spend my spare time like a lot of people, just getting on with life and taking care of things, and working on new projects. Yeah.
How would you describe, not yourself, but the musician N. Clark? Is it a project, or is it just you? And why do you always change the lineup? Why isn't there a real band N. Clark?
I think that would be very boring. Huh? I mean, there's always the real Anne Clark, who is a very bad musician and who tried to learn everything from childhood, from piano to guitar to violin to flute to everything. And I don't have the self-discipline enough to be really, unlike Jan, who plays cello with me or practice 16 hours a day. I just don't have that self-discipline. And so in one way it's bad, because I never master anything, but it also gives me the possibility to be open to lots of ideas, and with the ideas I do have, to go to a whole spectrum of musicians and say, I've got this idea, I can't really bring it as I want it, can you? And yeah, for me, musicians are like paint on an artist's palette, you know, they're colours that you paint with, or like a chef cooking, they're the ingredients that go to make hopefully a nice dish or something, you know? And the whole thing, yeah, it's so ingrained in my life, music and writing and recording and touring. It's something very organic, huh? You know, it grows and evolves, and as we've discussed, people come and go and leave, and yeah.
So you wouldn't like to work with a static band?
Would I like to work with a static? Of course, the idea seems great, and like I said earlier, you know, you miss people when they leave, and you're sad that people leave. But every ending evolves into a new beginning, you know. So yeah, of course. But there's this thing of life constantly is about change, and as much as we'd like to hang on to all the things that are very precious and special, you can't do it. Life's not like that, unfortunately, sometimes. And I think it's very stimulating and inspiring to have new projects, new things coming up.
Then let's come to another point where, as you said, project, your live DVD is released. Are you satisfied with it?
Yes, I think so. I mean, of course, you can always... It's like recording an album or whatever. You can go on and on and on trying to improve things and change things, but really a DVD like that is a snapshot, you know. It's a moment, a recording of a moment in time. And yeah, overall I'm happy with it. Yeah.
And the commercial success?
Commercial success, what's that?
I don't know.
I don't have commercial success, you know? I've tasted commercial success in the past, but I have no idea what commercial success is, because yeah, it's not me, yeah?
Okay, but I think you sold one or two of it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, hopefully, yeah, it's sold a few copies, and I hope people enjoy it. Or I mean, I hate to watch myself on video or on TV. Really, so I don't watch it too often, but yeah, I hope it's something that people enjoy. And as we've been discussing about your recorder, you know, there's so much technology and so many different ways now of accessing material or pictures or DVDs. So I hope to do more things like that, you know, in different ways. I mean, I'm sure even now, even on this tour, this year we've only played 2 concerts. I'm sure already on YouTube or something there'll be little shots,
Not very
snaps of it, you know. But yeah, but it's great in a way. Yeah? I really can't complain about it, because, as I say, I've never had really big commercial success or support from the industry. So, you know, if the public themselves do that job, then I'm certainly not going to complain about it. You know?
Is there a special reason that there is no bonus footage on this DVD? Just the concert?
No, it wasn't something that came to mind, really, the idea of bonus, whatever that means. You mean people embarrassing themselves? Do you mean?
No, let's say interviews, bonus tracks,
Sure.
something like
I mean,
that.
there was
Backstage.
Yeah, I mean, there was the DVD thing, and as I say now, everybody's collecting so much material. John, our tour managers, I look out the corner of my eye and see him all over the place with his hidden camera and filming and things. So, yeah, the possibilities to make things available to people are endless. But I'm also very aware of this overload that you can have of things too, and then you begin to lose the kind of value of things a little bit, you know. And that's one of the reasons why it's always taken me, or increasingly has taken me a longer time to release albums and things, because I want it to be something of quality and not just something, right, it's Monday the 5th of whatever, you have to have a new album out, or you have to, it's not what it's about for me.
Speaking about quality, will there be a re-release of the video Iron Takes the Place of Air? Maybe on DVD someday?
Yes, it could be possible if people want it. Do people want that?
We can ask them, but I think it's
But then I think there's more, then I've got things that maybe can be available now from now, you know, I don't know. But yeah, it's certainly a possibility to consider.
being in the past, maybe you can give us some information about the albums Terra Incognita and Unstill Darkness. Are they both?
Unstill Darkness. So that's
The Darkness is it official or is it a
oh
bootleg?
no. I don't know anything about that one. I'm sure
Okay.
that's another bootleg. Terra Incognita was a Spanish compilation. It was done a long time ago, back in the 80s, I
Yeah.
think 84, 85. And, no, it was wonderful. It was a guy who really translated all the text into Spanish. And
So you sang in Spanish on
no,
this
no,
record?
the text, he just...
It's just a booklet.
Yeah, that's in Spanish. No, oh my God, if I sang in Spanish, they'd never let me in Spain again, I'm sure.
Could be an interesting project. Maybe in German someday?
I wouldn't want that. I really try when I'm here and out and about in shops and I really try, but yeah, I really lack a lot of confidence when it comes to learning languages and coming from Britain where they don't encourage using other languages, let's say, in education, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm spending a lot of time in Belgium and Holland and places at the moment, so yeah, you have to try, yeah. But I don't think I'd inflict my German on the public of Germany, really, with singing something in German, doing something in German.
And what are your plans for the nearest or the nearer future?
Oh, the nearest future. Well, it's obviously to do the tour, and the tour in the autumn too. There are so many potential projects, you know, and things happening. There's one thing I've been working on for a while, again through the magic of the internet, really, is a project working with lots of different producers and DJs. I mean, at the beginning of the year, people suggested, oh, because you have a rather significant birthday this year and because you've been working in music for 30 years or so now, you should do something a bit special. And I thought, yeah, everything's a bit special really in a way, but I thought about it, and the usual thing would be to put together a compilation or a best of or a retrospective, and I just thought, it's not very interesting, you know. And people seem to be so caught up in the 80s, which, yeah, for me isn't. The 80s were the 80s, and now it's 2010, you know. And I wanted to do something that is of now, and so I've been in touch with a lot of producers and DJs to do remixes, reinterpretations, but not the usual Our Darkness, Sleeper in Metropolis things, and so I've called the project Past and Future Tense, and it's just going to come out in as downloads basically. I mean, it'll be available on USB sticks at concerts, but really it's just going to be a download project over the next however long. Yeah, working with contemporary kind of guys in electronic.
There is a new exclusive DJ EP out, I read. Can I get it somewhere? And
yes, somewhere.
Where can I get it?
At the merchandising table, yeah. I mean, again, it's very important for me over the years to keep the material as close to me as possible because of my adventures with the music industry and record companies, and yeah, so really we just make a lot of stuff available on tour only, and then look at also releasing it through digital downloading.
But it won't be available in the record stores.
To say that, I would love it to be available in the record stores, but now, when you go to a record store,
there are no records anymore.
There aren't any records anymore. You can buy Beyonce, you can buy Take That, you can buy Madonna, maybe, and that's it, you know. So, as much as I would like it to be in the CD store, I don't think it's really an option. And yeah, I really like this idea of people being able to access music directly on the internet now, which is so great, you know.
It's much faster.
Yeah,
and fuel saving.
Fuel saving, yeah, that's one thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course, there's so much file sharing and downloading, and the record industry are jumping up and down and saying how terrible this is because the poor musicians never get paid. But the poor musicians never get paid with the record industry, you know. So I'd much rather give something to people that like the material and some big fat record company executive for him to go and get another holiday to Bali or wherever, you know. So
of course, I can understand. It's come to the end. Is there anything concerning music, of course, what you haven't done yet and what you dream about to do?
Oh, every day's new with music, you know, there's always so many, you know, you're talking to the guys and I'm saying, all this music, and I'll never ever listen to all the we'll never hear all the wonderful music there is and things that can be done. I really don't know, especially because it's such a precarious industry, you know, such an unreliable, I never make big plans and I just like things to evolve in their own way, and yeah, there are lots of things I'd love to do, but I want to know where David Bowie is because I'd love to do something with him, that's for sure. But,
Is he still alive?
well, I don't know, he wasn't very well actually, was he, a couple of years ago? I think he had a heart problem that I had to have sorted, and since then, yeah, and seeing as we both grew up in, not at the same time, he's a little bit older than me, but grew up in the same area, and I worked in the hospital where his brother was a patient, and yeah, I think it's time we got to get David Bowie and me, but I'm sure he's got better options, really.
That may depend. At the end, let's come to some breaking news. What do you think as an artist? You have got audience in front of you. If you hear of something that happened like yesterday in
Duisburg.
like the Love Parade.
That was crazy. You know, we were driving from Eindhoven to Cologne, and we were on the Autobahn, and it was busy, and then suddenly all the roads closed, and police everywhere, and a convoy of ambulances, lights flashing. What's going on? And we were like, switching on the radio and listening, and nothing, and didn't hear any more of it. And then later in the day, when we got to the Amphi Festival, yeah, we heard of this awful disaster in Duisburg. Yeah, what can you say about something like that? Yeah, I mean, what's so what's strange is, you know, of course, events like that, festivals, they're all about people having a great time and a good time, but you got people being interviewed there about nearly dying a few seconds before, and then you got people, you know, doing their crazy, stupid faces behind the camera and party on stuff, you know, and it's like, oh, I don't know if you know this film Idiocracy, or if you know, where the world just becomes completely dumb, and yeah, I mean, of course life carries on and things go on, but yeah, it's just, you know, it could have been the Amphi Festival, I could have been there, friends of mine could have been there. Yeah, it's terrible, but it was, as far as I know, I mean, I don't know the whole story, so I can't really say much about it.
19 people dead until now.
Yeah, but it was a terrible accident. I mean, and these things happen when you get masses of people together. These things can happen, and I don't know if you can say, well, it's this person's fault or it's that person's fault. It's just a terrible, terrible accident, and my heart really goes out to the families and the friends of the people that died, you know. I don't know what it means for the Love Parade anymore. I mean,
It's the end.
yeah, you say it's the end, but then okay, then.
No, not me. The Love Parade itself
but
says
why? But
that
why?
was it.
Why?
I think it's gone too dangerous.
But
Next
then,
time there will be 2 million people, and
but
what
then,
will they do
but then
then?
isn't any festival, isn't any event where you have more than 1,000 people
Yeah.
dangerous? You know, I mean, we live in a time, I don't know, this time where you can't do this. This is too dangerous. You can't. You mustn't touch this. You've got to have this if you're going to do that. And
You mustn't say this.
yeah, and you mustn't say this. Right? You know, we don't. We're of course there are dangerous things, but it's also there's a certain amount of hysteria around things too. That when something happens, that's it. It's like recently in England, you know, they had this thing with the guy, not for the first time, but they had this guy who went on a shooting rampage, you know, and shot dead, I think, 20 people or something. And I don't believe in people having guns or shooting particularly. But they said, that's it, you know, you're going to ban all guns, blah, blah, blah. And as I said, I'm not interested in guns or shooting or anything, but then the guy could have done it with a kitchen knife, you know, he could have done it with... And
With his hands.
we live in a crazy world and a dangerous world, and yeah, you can stop the Love Parade, you can stop, but it was a terrible, terrible accident, and and unfortunately, terrible accidents are going to happen again. And in fact, when we were driving, we thought, oh, there's been a plane crash or something, you know. And next year, there will be something
Yeah.
terrible happened, and I'm sorry. That's
That's life.
That's living on. Yeah, and we're all, and that's why life is so precious. Huh? Every second, every moment, because you don't know. You don't know. The next second, you don't know. You could step out there, and you just don't
Yeah.
know. And there's
I have a
not,
car accident.
and there should be things to learn from all these things. It's like, you know, when the 9/11 thing happened, and there was so many lessons to learn from it, but we didn't. You know, and so we carry on. That's idiocracy. Yeah? That's humanity.
That's life.
That's life.
Okay, thank you. That was the official part. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd like you to give us 4 stations IDs,
Sure.
if
Sure.
you want.
I think
This-
we went
this
to
time
the
I've-
last- this was,
This
yeah.
time I wrote them down for you. It's much easier.
Sure. So it's just radio 112, yeah?
Yeah. These are 4 different ones.
Sure.
I'll just play stop and take another recording. Okay, you can start. I think you know who you are.
Yeah. Hello, this is Anne Clark, and you're listening to Radio 112. And that was my lovely drummer. Toby, bless him. We love him.
Sometimes.
Hello, this is Anne Clark, and you're listening to the Jukebox with Ollie Saxon.
Jurgi McFly.
Hello, this is Anne Clark, and you're listening to the Jurgi McFly Show, of course, with Jurgi McFly. Hello, this is Anne Clark, and you're listening to Timeless with Jesse Zimmerman.
Jesse Zimmerman.
Oh, sorry, Jesse, not Jesse.
Nope, Jesse Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. Hello, this is Anne Clark, and you're listening to Timeless with Chet.
No problem. Battery's still full.
Good. Take 900. Hello, this is Anne Clark, and you're listening to Timeless with Jesse Zimmerman.
Great. Thank you very much.
Is that okay?
Okay, then we take 2 photos, 2 or 3 photos, and
Sure.
then you are ready for your sound check.
Perhaps
Thanks a
it's
lot.
gone very quiet out there, but yeah, perhaps we tell them to shut
Great.
up.
Maybe they're ready yet.
Oh, is that blood on the floor? That's nice. Oh,
Was it me?
I hope. Are you? Maybe it's from the last
Blood on the
Yeah,
dance
yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
Old blood.
Wait,
Cold blood.
that's what happened to the last band.
The last interview
The last program boss.
We have a nice background. This one.
Alles gut.
Well, you know
Nee,
we were saying
hey,
about,
yeah.
you know, but
Yes,
you
the
know we
light.
were saying about
Yeah,
we wanted
great.
to do this thing with David Bowie, and there's this picture of this guy here, and every time I come here, I think, oh,
Dominic
David
Miller,
Bowie
no.
played here. But look at this picture, looks
Das Licht ist großartig hier gerade.
Ja.
Am I really this small?
No.
No, I've seen the picture.
Okay. Ein bisschen
Just closer.
no.
Hello?
Hi,
Please.
More to the left.
Yes.
More light, more light.
Okay.
I can go a bit down if you like.
Look at me. Okay. 1, 3, 2, 1. Wait a minute, please. Flash. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Okay. Thanks.
You want one?
Yeah, please. Yes, please. Ohne Lift.
Ohne Blitzer. Ohne Blitzer. Ohne Blitzer.
Is that better? No.
You want your
It's
card?
better.
Oh, it's like a prisoner. The number.
112. Prisoner number 112. Okay. Take another one from the side.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you.
So you coming tonight to the concert?
We'd like to stay here
Oh, please.
if we can.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Keeps you
Because
off,
he's a
keeps you
mu-
off the streets.
No,
huh?
he's a musician too, and he likes to watch
Oh,
sound checks.
What do you
Yeah.
play?
Keyboards.
Oh.
I make my songs with Logic.
Ah.
Apple.
Oh, 2 to 10.
Sponsored by Program Chef.